All right, here we are. Welcome back to my vlog, and my goal of doing this every day has totally bombed. So I don't know. I think I've missed how many days? 2 days? 3 days? Whatever. So as far as Lent is going, I have been doing better about reading my daily devotional, and I joined a weekly Zoom small group thingy with a friend of mine. She's hosting it. So I'm doing that, and well, we've only met once so far, but so far it's been good. No panic attacks. uh, so that's been going well, and but I think for Lent I've mostly been working on um, just some new strategies for my ADHD and mental health and those things. And so I don't know if I think I told it in a video here, but I decided to move my alarm clock in the bathroom, and that is working very well. I have been on time. Well, I was late 3 minutes today, but other than that, I've been on time pretty much every day. Uh, like only someone with ADHD can get up a half hour early and still be 3 minutes late, but whatever. I could make up the 3 minutes at the end of the day, and that was fine. Um, but I did get my assessment back from my ADHD testing, and I know I've talked about it a little bit, the results. Finally got the written report so that I could read through it and everything that they had told me, and so a lot of it makes sense. One of the things, because I think I mentioned that I wanted to get tested for autism as well, because I seem to have some autistic traits. But what it turned out was that my linguistic cognitive skills are advanced, which apparently, when that is the case, that sometimes they look like you develop social traits that look kind of like autism. So I don't know. I'd have to read you the whole thing to explain it to you, but uh, once I understood it, it made a lot more sense why that would be the case. So anyway, my doctor did decide to put me on Strattera, and so I've been on a week, and I respond like most people. It takes them a good 2 to 3, sometimes 4 weeks to notice a difference. Now I respond very quickly to medication. Like anytime I've been on anything, I respond very quickly. So it's only been a week, and I've already noticed a big difference. Now, some of the differences that I have noticed, like most people outside of me won't notice it, but I notice it. So like one of them is getting up in the morning. Like for the first time in my life, I'm getting up with my alarm clock, and I don't want to punch anybody in the face, because like getting up early is hard enough, and then like there's just instantly, like when my clock goes off, there's this part of me that's just so irritated, and like, just don't talk to me, don't look at me, which is why I get up so early, because I need to be awake before everybody else gets up. But I have noticed that the Strattera has helped a lot in the morning in that regard. The other thing is that it has cut my sugar and caffeine cravings in half, um, which I know that it's not going to be something that everyone is going to experience, but I imagine because of the whatever brain chemical that I'm short in, that caffeine and sugar helps to replace, is now being replaced by that. So I said, I wish I knew this 15 pounds ago. 15 years and 15 pounds ago. Anyway, um, so that's been fun. And as far as attention goes, I think I'm noticing a difference. I'm on an extremely, extremely low dose. So there's plenty of room for them to increase it. But like even today, doing some monotonous tasks that normally I'm like, I could barely sit down for 20, 30 minutes and do. I was able to work on it for an hour and a half to 2 hours before I needed to take a break. So there's some of that part of, because I have inattentive. Now, if you have hyperactive ADHD, it might work differently for you, but mine is inattentive. Or if you have mixed, it might work differently for you. But anyway, I'm noticing a big difference. So I guess like normally I don't talk about these kind of things at all, let alone on like here, like this, like if you talk to people who know me in real life, right? Like I just don't. I have a very small group of people that I talk to about this, but this has been so profound for me that I know there are people out there who are like, I don't know, should I do medication? I'm doing counseling, or I'm working on some coping strategies. You need to do whatever it can take to like help you be the best version of yourself. And I feel like I'm a better version of myself than I was, and that there's continued room for improvement. And anyway, it's just you know, it's been a tough year. December and January were very difficult, and I think today I was driving to work, and I was asking myself, like, what is this I'm feeling, right? Like, because I started thinking, well, maybe I'm just having like a manic episode, but then when like I took some deep breaths and started to think about it, I'm like, no, I'm just like happy to be alive. I don't think I've been able to say that for a long time. Definitely, if you'd asked me in January, I would have hesitated to answer that question. But I feel pretty good today. Like, I'm happy to be alive. Like today, in my gratitude journal, I said, what am I grateful for? 1, Strattera, and 2, for being alive. Hey, I mean, if you can feel happy about being alive in an election year in the United States, when our candidates are probably going to be Trump and Biden, I think it's magical. It's a magic potion. So, anyway, that's what I have for you today. Hope you have a great Wednesday.